नमस्ते, स्वागतम्। अस्माभिः प्रातःकालीनकक्ष्यायाम् अन्ते सुभाषितम् एतत् पठितमासीत्। मरणं प्रकृतिः शरीरिणां विकृतिर्जीवितमुच्यते बुधैः क्षणमप्यवतिष्ठते श्वसन् यदि जन्तुर्ननु लाभवान् असौ इति। कोऽपि प्रश्नः अस्ति वा अस्य विषये महोदयेन पृष्टम्? अस्तु, नास्ति इति स्वीकरिष्यामि। द्वितीयसुभाषितम् एवमस्ति। अनेकशास्त्रं बहुवेदितव्यम् अल्पश्च कालो बहवश्च विघ्नाः यत् सारभूतं तदुपासितव्यं हंसो यथा क्षीरमिवाम्बुमद्यात्. Upama Alankara is there in this. Very interesting. The last pada is the Upama Alankara. Aneka Shastram. There are many Shastras to learn, many things to study and master in life. Bahu Veditavyam. There is a lot to learn. Alpascha Kalaha. The time is very less. Bahavascha Vignaha. The obstacles are plenty. Yat Sarabhutam Tad Upasitavyam. One should do the upasana, or basically the serious pursuit of what is essential. What is essential? The word in English means that which contains the essence. Okay. The most needed, the core content. So Sarabhutam Tadupasitavyam. Katham Hamsaha Yatha Kshiram Ambumadyat Upasate. Yatha Hamsaha Ambumadyat Kshiram Upasate. What is this Ambumadyat Kshiram Upasate? Hamsa we know. It's a Pakshi Vishesha. So there is one type of Hamsa which are kind of pelicans is what they are called, right? So they are masterful filter feeders. Okay. So you will find them aplenty wherever there is a kind of a brackish sea area with a little bit of fresh water coming in, filtering in from the earth. So that's where you will find this. So for example, in Kutch, run of Kutch, in such areas, in the coastal areas over there, I've heard that pelicans are aplenty in India. Pelicans are aplenty in Europe in many places. They are filter feeders. What do they mean? Apparently, when you see them, they are actually dipping their these beaks into the water the way it is shown in the screen there, right? And seem to be just drinking water. It appears that they're drinking water. But actually, if you see inside their very strange looking beak, which is kind of a reverse hook, there is a kind of built-in filter in their mouth, just like the whales also have filter in their mouth. These guys also have filter in their mouth. So actually, they are just feeding like whales only. They actually go to these specific areas which is rich in microfeed, like tiny crustaceans. So that is being called by the Kavi as Ambumadhye Kshiram, the milk in the middle of water. Ambu is water body, or you can take ocean also. So the milk in the middle of the ocean. So yatha hamsaha ambumadhyat kshiram upasate. अर्थात स्वीकरिष्यति तथा अस्माभिरपि सारभूतं यदस्ति शास्त्रेषु तदुपासितव्यं यथा एकस्मिन् जन्मनि एव किमपि अस्मिन् एके जन्मनि एव किमपि ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः प्रभावामः तथा. So there is lot to learn. There is time is very less and the obstacles are many. So we should focus on the essence. And just like the pelican focuses on the essence in the middle of the ocean. Beautiful Upama Alankara. So how, naturally observed things they understood in a deep sense and took the philosophy out of it into their Subhashitas and Kavya is to be appreciated.
Mehta Mahoday.
Yes.
Hello. There is one more couplet I remember. Hamsa Shuklaha Baka Shuklaha Kobedo Hamsa Shuklayoho Niraksheera Vibhage Hamsa Hamsaha Baka Bakaha.
Hamsa bakayoho. Am. So Bakapakshi is a different species than Hamsa Pakshi. Very good. So, one specializes in something that the other doesn't. And both apparently to the untrained eye look like, oh, some water bird. But in the discernment between water and milk, Hamsa specializes, not the baka. That's beautiful. It's so true for people also. Thanks, Bagini. Very, very timely recall.
There's also one of a kakah, kakah, peekah. I remember these sounds.
Pikah, pikah. Vasanta kale samprapte. But that is about time nature. Okay, that's about when the testing times come. The clever stands out at and the others, get ignored. So that is slightly different sense. But yeah, it is there. Okay. So, Padavibhaga, you see, nothing spectacular. Alpascha, Visargasya, Sakarahas, Chutvamcha, Bhavascha, Samanam, Kshiram, Iva, Ambumadhyat. Here there is a Savarna Dirga. Nothing spectacular. Sandhi is very easy to recognize. Anyway, in Subhashitas, you don't need to do that analysis. But Padavibhaga has been done, means some Sandhi Vibhajana has been done, so that knowledge should be clearly there. Because only after doing Padavibhaga can you put it in a Anvaya Krama. Okay, and you see how Samskrita Bharati has done this. They have just thrown the word Aneka Shastram, okay, as a Samahara Dvandva. And Samahara, you can say Dvigu Dvandva, because Aneka is like a Sankhya Vachaka. Anyway, it doesn't matter what type, but they have thrown this as a one single word. Aneka Shastram Asti Loke. We have to assume Loke Asti. Aneka Shastram has been unified into a singular. So, Asti is the correct word to use. So, but you don't need to say Asti, right? So, they avoided it. Aneka Shastram, Loke is obvious. Loke, Anekam, Aneka Shastram Asti. Anekanam Shastranam Samaharaha. Aneka Shastram iti svikartavya. Okay. Bahu Veditavyam Asti. I mean, this is another way of saying the same thing. Lot of, from amongst those shastras, there is a lot to be learned. Maybe if you can relate it to the past that way, it's better. So, Shasteshu Shastreshu Veditavyam Bohu Asti. Again, Veditavyam in a singular collective. Kalascha Alpaha Asti. Time, very little is there. Vignaha cha Bahavaha Santi. Lots of obstacles are there. Here pluralization. Yet sarabhutam tad upasitavyam. Okay, whatever tad, actually jastva is essential there, but tat, when it's a separate word, you can write it. You can ignore the jastva and write it. Yat is correct because sakara is harsh, but tat is jastva, tad is how we will go. Right? Tad upasitavyam yat sarabhutam. You can see the chartva there and the jastva here. Okay, that is the difference between those two. Interesting study there. Okay.
Isn't it mandatory? Jashtva is a vikalpa
in the kavya, but in the Anvaya Vakya there is no mandation. There is no rule. In the Anvaya Vakya you can reject all sandhis and write, right? So here the author has chosen to keep the original form.
Okay.
Yeah, there you are right. There essentially kavis have more restrictions with all this sandhi and all that. Yat sarabhutam tad upasitavyam yatha ambumadhyat kshiram iva. So these last two padas they have taken in the upamalankara pairing. So what is the upamana? Hamsaha. Ekasmin parshve hamsaha. Aparasmin upameyam kim tatra janaha. Janaha.
Sarve janaha.
Sarve janaha. Correct. Because hamsaha is ekavachana, I have taken ekaha janaha. Okay. Janaha is a collective singular, so is enough. So Janaha Hamsaha aparasmin parshve. What is the other upamana upameya? In the paksha, there is shastra saraha. Shastreshu saraha yadasti. Shastra saraha ekasmin parshve. Upamanasya parshve ambu kshiram. Sorry. Kshiram. Okay. So शास्त्रवाङ्मयम् एव अम्बु इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः. तत्र तस्मिन् सारभूतं किं क्षीरम्. Okay, so there is two types of upamana upameya pairing there. Okay, so samanya dharmah atra upasana. Okay, janah tatra sarabhutam upasate, atra hamsah kshiram upasate eva. Okay, Eva is the yatha is the upamana upama vachaka shabda. So this is what if something comes, you can write all this. Sometimes these upama alankaras have multiple upamana upameya. Okay, a little bit, but you can put comma and write it. Okay. So अन्वयार्थः अनेकशास्त्रं शास्त्राणि सन्ति बहूनि बहु अधिकं वेदितव्यं ज्ञातव्यं कालः च समयः च अल्पः न अधिकः विघ्नाः बहवः विघ्नकारकाः अंशाः अधिकाः बाधकाः अधिकाः यत् सारभूतं यत् सारयुक्तं भवति सारांशः यः अस्ति तत् उपासितव्यं तदेव सेवनीयं तदेव ज्ञातव्यम्. Sevaniyam they have taken because it goes well with kshiram sevate, like that. Okay. Yatha hamsaha hamsa pakshi pakshin shabda. So hamsha pakshi iti. Ambu madhyat jala madhyat kshiram iva kshiram swikaroti yatha. They have tata yatha tata. Tata has been brought in. Unfortunately, I found many Vyakhyanas don't understand this Kshira in Ambu. They call it Kavi Samaya, Kavi Samaya, Kavi Samaya. There is no Kavi Samaya. There is a reality in the world. Actually, pelicans do filter feed what is apparently milk to our eyes from the ocean into edible goo that they take out of the water. Okay. So there is no Kavi Samaya. There is a reality of such an happening in the world. More than one example is possible like that. Okay.
In
So
fact,
this
sir,
one,
I would like to add Meghadutam, the story, I mean, the poem. There's a mention of these, like he's addressing the clouds that, like the Hamsas, they carry
you lost
long
your voice.
stretches. I'm sorry. Is it?
Yeah, now it's okay. Tell.
They migrate great distance. They're migrators, no? These flamingos and pelicans. So they carry this crustacean in their mouth. They take their food. They carry it in their mouth when they're flying thousands of miles. So and then of course, wherever they're possible, they take a rest and again pick up more food. So the Yakshi is addressing the clouds and is saying like, you have company. You're not alone. This is what I came in Meghadutam. That way.
Very nice. Yeah. Good recall. So this is found I was trying to search the source. I couldn't find it in any katha sahitya or anywhere, but it is there. This verse is quite popular in Subhashita collection. Two of them are. One is Subhashita Sudharatna Bandagaram. Somebody has named it really big. Okay. So honey, diamond, box of diamond, etc., like that. Okay, Maha Subhashita Sangraha, the great collection of Subhashitas. So this is a Western Indologist collection. Okay, this Maha Subhashita Sangraha. So you can see this in this link if you wish. Okay, and above I don't know whose it is. Anyway, okay, so. We're thankful to anyone who collects and maintains, prints the book, and so that it increases its life. Otherwise, it gets forgotten. So we're thankful. So Tatparyam Jatena Manushena Bahunam Shastranam Vishaye Yavat Shakyate Tavat Adhyetavyam. Why they brought Jatena Manushena? Okay, because they connected it to the previous Subhashita. Right? Previous Subhashita says क्षणमपि श्वसन् यदि अवतिष्ठते जन्तुर्लाभवान् असौ तस्मिन् जन्मनि किं करणीयम् अत्र उक्तमस्ति. सो दे हैव लिंक्ड इट दैट वे. जातेन मनुष्येण बहूनां शास्त्राणां विषये यावत् शक्यते तावत् अध्येतव्यम्. तद्विषये विलम्बः न करणीयः. वन शुडंट वेस्ट टाइम. दे शुड गेट एज मच एज पॉसिबल. यतः कालः बहु अल्पः. टाइम इज वेरी लेस. अपि च सत्कार्याणां विघ्नाः अपि बहवः भवन्ति. एंड फर्दर देयर विल बी ऑब्स्टकल्स. इट्स नॉट लाइक टाइम इज अ गिवन. यथा केनचित् कविना उक्तं, by some kavi it is told, क्षणशः विद्यां साधयेत्. One should collect vidya moment by moment whenever moments appear to us. Okay, iti tathaiva. There is actually a larger subhashita. Drops make an ocean. All that is embedded in that subhashita.
Kanashashchaiva vidyancha dhanamcha uparjayet. I think Kanasha it was.
Vidyam dhanam cha.
Dhanamcha vidyamcha
Correct.
sadhayet.
I think we saw it somewhere in this book
Pravesh.
only. Yes. Thanks, Varya. So tathaiva
And one more,
kritva.
sir.
Huh.
Chanashah kanashashchaiva vidyamartam cha sadhayet. This is one sukti
That's what
which
Maria
we
told.
read
No,
in
that's what somebody told just now.
4 line, na sir, 4 line.
Okay. शास्त्राध्ययन समये अपि सारभूतम् अति प्रधानम् एव ज्ञातुम् अधिकः प्रयत्नः करणीयः. So, don't waste time watching unwanted videos, things like that is what they're saying. जलेन मिश्रितं क्षीरम् एकस्मिन् पात्रे अस्ति चेदपि हंसः यथा क्षीरमेव स्वीकरोति तथा अध्ययनसमये अनुपयुक्तः अप्रधानः वा भागः परित्यक्तव्यः. Okay, again, they have not gone into this jale mishritam kshiram. They have not explained this kshiram as microorganisms cluster. Anyway, fine. अनेकशास्त्रं बहुवेदितव्यम् अल्पश्च कालो बहवश्च विघ्नाः यत्सारभूतं तदुपासितव्यं हंसो यथा क्षीरमिवाम्भुमद्यात्. Kavya Katha. Now, I think somebody before the class started had some question about Subhashita. I don't think when I asked in Sanskrit they understood. Who was it? I'm trying to think. Was it Jai Varya? You have a question?
I had a doubt in the previous Subhashita.
Yeah, it's open. Please ask me.
Vikritam means change, isn't it?
Vikritam means that which has been distorted.
Achha,
I mean, it is
distorted.
changed. At the very basic level, changed. Yes. Form has been changed.
So what does it, how does that fit into this?
Prakriti means death is Prakriti. I mean,
Yes,
being
correct.
not
No, that
alive
part's
is
okay.
the default state. So, alive is a changed state. It's showing that
No,
death is
sorry.
vast and life is short. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Like
And then,
life itself is like a small deviation from the permanence called death.
I see.
Quite significant way of stating
so what
it.
is the advice that he is given? Shanameva?
क्षणमप्य अवतिष्ठते श्वसन यदि जंतुर ननु लाभवान असौ. So one should count every moment of life that we breathe, every moment that we breathe and live as profit and not waste that profit. Yeah.
Oh.
Labha.
Okay.
One with labha. Matu. Labha asya asti iti labhavan. Jantuhu manusyah manavah.
Okay. Okay.
Because we have wherewithal to think and do. So Jantu can be taken as otherwise who is wasting time is a Jantu, but he can grow from a Jantu to a proper Janaha.
Dhanyavad.
काव्यकथा नैषधीयचरितम् अत्र पठितव्यम् अस्माभिः. इदानीं झटिति ये पठितुं शक्ताः सन्ति ते हस्तम् उन्नयन्तु. पद्मा नागेश्वर्ये भवत्या पठितुं शक्यते. झटिति
दमयन्त्याः पिता भीमराजः पुत्र्याः स्वयंवरं कर्तुं निश्चित्य सन्नाहम् आरब्धवान्.
So he prepared for the Swayamvara of Damayanti.
स्वयंवरार्थं नगरात् बहिर्बाहे विशालः सभामण्डपः सिद्धः अभवत्.
So he created a
There was
great mantap, I mean, basically a place where this activity will take place, but outside the town because vast area is required.
अन्याः अपि व्यवस्थाः सर्वाः कृताः.
So
Other
food,
arrangements are
stay,
also
and other
made.
arrangements, yes.
बहुभ्यः देशेभ्यः अहमहमिकया राजानः स्वयंवरार्थं समागच्छन्.
So here the
So
phrase aham ikaya is very important. Aham iti. So aham iti, that has been phrased into this beautiful, I don't know what kind of pratyaya arrangement. Aham ika is the generated tadita word, you can say, okay, from two ahams. Aham ika. That means I, like that, that urgency one shows that I want to get it, I want to get it. So with that kind of enthusiasm, if you want to use a good way, the very many kings, they came there. Some agachan, so they collected over here.
सर्वे अपि राजानः सभामण्डपम् उपासर्पन्.
Sarpa dhatu is like a slow approach. Sarpati, actually Sarpa name comes from the fact that it crawls slowly using its body, So upasarpan means they approached is the final sense of that. Okay.
दिक्पालकाः अपि सभामण्डपं समागताः. So
everywhere you are reading it as mantapa. The Sanskrit word is mandapa. Mandapam. Dakara, pakara. Not takara. Okay, mandapam. So even our great Dikpalakas, who are the Dikpalakas along with Indra Bhagini?
Yama, Varuna and Agni, sir.
Very good. Continue, Bhagini.
एतन्मध्ये महाविष्णुः वैकुण्ठे सरस्वतीम् आहूय उक्तवान्, त्वं भूलोकं गच्छ, तत्र दमयन्त्याः स्वयंवरः भविष्यति, तत्र राज्ञां गोत्रप्रवक्त्री.
See again and read it.
गोत्रप्रवक्त्री.
Gotra pravaktri. Vaktri. Okay, vaktri. Ya vadati sa vaktri. Okay. Pra is specifically vectoring it. Okay. Gotra is their lineage. So lineage detail teller. So he is asking Saraswati to go and become the one who will act as the one who describes the lineage of the kings that are gathered there. So read again here beginning. Tatra
rajñā gotra pravaktri bhutva karyam kuru iti. Saraswati tata astu iti angikritya balika rupena bhumim avatirna.
So she came down in the form of a young girl.
Sa api sabha bhavanam agatavati. She also came to the sabha bhavanam.
Thanks, Bhagini. Okay, let me see if somebody who has not participated, I'll call. Yeah, Mulki Ramdas Prabhuvarya, please read this paragraph. You're not able to unmute? Okay, I think he has some trouble. Kumuda Kannan.
भीमराजः दुहितरं दमयन्तीं सभाम् आगत्य वर्णमालाम् अर्पयितुम् आकारितवान्.
So Duhitr is Damayanti. So Duhitaram Damayantim. Okay. So Pitaram, Mataram, Duhitaram. Duhitr Rikaranta Strilinga Shabda. Yatha Matru Shabda. O Mataram Vande Mataram. That one. Duhitaram. Okay. So Bhimaraja Duhitaram Damayantim Sabham Agatya Varanamalam Arpayitum. So Sabham Agatya iti Damayanti Tatra Agatya Varanamala. Varanamala is the symbolic flower garland that she is supposed to put over the king she chooses. So he called her.
दमयन्ती शिबिकायाम् उपविश्य सभामध्यम् आगतवती.
Shibika. So this one is a carriage for princesses and queens. So it's like, a
Palanquin.
small palanquin. Yeah, palanquin. Yes, very good.
सर्वे राजानः तां सादरं वीक्षितवन्तः.
So all the kings with affection they looked at her. Oh, she'll be mine. She'll be mine. Amikaya dikshitavanta.
दमयन्ती नलानुरक्ता इति ज्ञात्वा महेन्द्रादयः दिक्पालाः नलवेषम् एव धृतवन्तः आसन्.
कपटवेषणः भूत्वा तद् दिक्पालकाः महेन्द्रादयः अर्थात् इन्द्रः अपि इन्द्रः ते तिस्रः अपि त्रयः अपि क्षम्यतां त्रयः अपि दिक्पालाः इव नलवेषं दिक्पालाः नलवेषम् एव धृतवन्तः नल इव वेषं
नल अनुरक्ता इति
नलानुरक्ता नले अनुरक्ता सप्तमी तत्पुरुष नले अनुरक्ता नलानुरक्ता.
सर्वे राजानः सभ्याः च सभायाम् उपाविशन्.
All the kings and Sabya. Who is Sabya? So other than kings, the other Sabyas, I mean some other observers, let's call them, who had probably also been invited to be overseeing all this.
Courtiers.
Correct. Copiers. Very nice.
ततः सरस्वती दमयन्तीम् उद्दिश्य अपेक्षितं वरं वृष्णिष्व इति अवोचत्.
Oh, some golmaal has happened in my text.
अपेक्षितं वरं दमयन्ती. Yeah.
What is the beginning you are reading from the textbook?
ततः सरस्वती दमयन्तीम् उद्दिश्य अपेक्षितं वरं वृष्णिष्व इति अवोचत्.
वृष्णिष्व. That means
It's
वृणीष्व. वृणीष्व. Varanam kuru वृणीष्व. Okay.
So this is not there.
It is what do you call Adesh, not Adesh.
Adesh. Actually, lot lakara.
Lot.
Vrunu, vrunutam, vrunishva iti kimapi syat.
So that is not there, sir. After that it is sa swayam rajñam gotra pravachanam api kritavati.
I think you missed out one page. What, sir?
Oh God.
You've missed out. No, that sentence only.
Only
sir.
one
After
line,
that
one
it is,
line,
yeah,
one
one
sentence.
line, sir. One sentence you've missed, sir. Okay, after this, no, vrinishva iti avochat sa swayam rajñam gotra pravachanam api kritavati.
No, that one something is amiss. That one is something that Saraswati does later, right?
No, now she tells them. Then it is Damayanti Swayamvarartham Pushkaradishah Havyanrupaha. Now it's coming, sir. Damayanti Swayamvarartham Pushkaradishah Havyanrupaha Kraunchadvipadhipaha Kushadvipadipatihi Shamali Dvipadishah Shalmali Dvipadhishah Plaksharajaha Medhatitihi Gaudadeshaadhishah Madhuranathah Kashirajaha Anye cha Bahavaha Nrupaha Agataha.
So you can see Pushkara, Rajasthan area. Havya Nrupa, I don't know what is Havya Desha. And then, or maybe it's Paryaya. Pushkaradishaha Havya Nrupaha. Maybe his name was Havya, something like that. Kraunchadvipadipaha. Kraunchadvipa. Most likely Indonesia areas, some things like that. Okay. Kushadvipadipaha. Another such island somewhere. Okay. Shalmali Dvipadishaha. Guys, we don't even know. Okay.
Hawaiian to nahi hai, sir. Hawaiian.
Lanka is not there. That's all. Shalmali, Kushadvipa, Kraunchadvipa, so many dvipas.
Havya could be Hawaiian Islands. I don't know. I'm just joking.
No. Pushkara is a region of...
I know Pushkar is in Rajasthan. Ajmer ke paas hai.
Yeah. Plaksharajaha, we don't know. Plakshadesha, where it is. Medhatitihi, so we don't know. Gaudadeshadishaha, it's also in some northern area. Some Gaudadesha. Madhuranathaha, Kashirajaha, Kashi we know.
Kashi we know. It is also not Mathura, it is Madhura.
Maybe it is Mathura today, maybe it is Madhura then. Who knows? Okay.
एतेषां sorry.
Continue.
एतेषां सर्वेषां गोत्रविवरणं पराक्रमविवरणं च सरस्वती कृतवती.
Okay. So not only Gotra Vivarana, she went beyond that, saying also their valor she explained, the whatever wars they won, etc. So she's doing her job well. Huh. She though knows everything. So without any help, she is able to tell all this. Okay.
सा पुनः अपि तत्र उपस्थितान् ऋतुपर्ण पाण्ड्यनृप काञ्चीपुराधीश नेपालनृप मिथिलाधीश उत्कलाधीश मगधाधीशान् अपि अवर्णयत्.
See, this Kavi in Naishadhi Charita has included Pandya Nripa. So south, he is coming down. Kanchi Puradisha, south. Nepala, further north. Mithila, that is in the Bihar regions. Rutuparna, I am guessing somewhere Orissa, something like that. I don't know. Utkala we know is
Utkala is
Orissa.
Orissa, sir.
Utkala is Orissa. So Rutuparna is somewhere else. Magadha is also some in that region somewhere. So very good geographical explanation of those times of the author is clear, or from before his times also. Very nice. Thanks, Bhagini. Okay. So there are a lot of names. What you guys do, you may not be able to remember everything, but remember a few at least. Okay. Kashi Raja is easy. Madhuranatha, Krishna. So Pushkaradisha, I don't remember Avya, then fine. So Kraunchadvipa, Kushadvipa, Shalmali Dvipa. Nice names to remember if you can. So Adipaha, Raja, Ishaha, like this you can add to them. Patihi, Adipatihi, like this. It doesn't matter. Important in this Kushadvipa, Kraunchadvipa and Shalmali Dvipa. Somewhere somebody will be able to place this accurately in today's geography. Okay, thanks, Bhagini. So, now, Dr. Seema Hardikar, Varya.
Yes, sir. एवं महावर्णनप्रसङ्गे अपि दमयन्ती नलमहाराजम् एव मनसा ध्यायन्ती विचिन्वती च आसीत्.
Vichinvati, see Shatrantarupam. Dhyayanti, Shatrantarupam. Okay. Dhyayan iti pullinge, dhyayanti iti slinge. I mean, thinking about in that current continuous. Manasa dhyayanti, vichinvati, chinta. So vichinvati. Okay. That is also Shatranta there. Okay. In one place that nakara is there, in another way nvati is there. But not vichinvanti. This na here is not there with the takara. There are two forms. Few exceptions are there, but generally you can use with the nakara, I guess, everywhere. Okay.
So vichinvati is not chintitvati. It is
I mean,
choosing.
Choosing perhaps. Yes. Chinoti ityasya. Samyak. Chinoti vichinvati. I mean, here thinking of choosing can be taken, that sense. Continue, buddy.
Yeah. तदा शिबिकावाहकाः दमयन्तीं दिक्पालकानां समीपं नीतवन्तः.
They have been paid off, looks like bribery. Bribery was present even in these Kavi's times. So they took her straight to Dikpalaka. Okay. Or maybe it's the turn of the Shibika to go to Dikpalakas. Okay.
तत्र दिक्पालैः सह नलः अपि आसीत्.
So our Nala was also there with them.
सरस्वती दिक्पालान् वर्णयितुम् आरब्धवती.
What she will do? Everybody looks like Nala. It will be interesting.
यं यं दिक्पालं सा वर्णितवती तत् सर्वं नलवर्णनम् इव एव आसीत्.
Everything sounded like a description of Nala. To at least her enamored head. Damayanti's enamored head.
अपि च यदा दमयन्ती दिक्पालान् विलोकितवती तदा सर्वे दिक्पालाः अपि नलः इव तया अदृश्यन्त.
कर्मणि प्रयोग. तया अदृश्यन्त. सर्वे तया अदृश्यन्त. कर्मणि प्रयोग इसे.
पञ्च अपि उपस्थिताः नलः इव आसन्.
All the five were like Nala.
सरस्वत्याः वर्णनम् अपि सन्देहजनकम् आसीत्.
Even her description was like borderline, unable to distinguish between the parties, it appears.
तेषु कः वर्णीयः इति दमयन्ती व्यामुग्धा अभवत्.
So Vyamugda is in the sense of confused. Okay,
Right.
interesting usage of new word for us. Vyamugda. Vyamoha, moha, same word that generates moha is involved in that. I mean confusion. Yeah.
खिन्ना संतप्ता च अभूत्.
Sad and filled with concern she became. So they see all these difficult ones they have tried to give us nicely. They have tried to provide us so that others it's easy enough.
I think the places you've written on top somewhere. Here,
हाँ
ऊपर लिखा हुआ है.
हाँ thanks Bhagini. Oh, I didn't read about Purana. Earth came to be divided into 7 regions, Dvipas. Manu's progeny, Agnidra inherited Jambu Dvipa, which is our Dvipa, India. Medhatiti, Plakshadvipa, Vapumshamana, Vapushmana, Shalmali Dvipa. It is so difficult to read Sanskrit in English letters. Jyotishmana, Kushadvipa, and Dyutimana, Kraunchadvipa. Havya Shakadvipa. Okay. Pushkaradisha, here Havya is Shakadvipa. Savana, Pushkaradvipa. So there's a little bit of, there should be one more comma here. Pushkaradisha and Havya Nrupaha. Here Savanaha Havya Nrupaha should have been there. Anyway, so looks like here this may be a little bit more Puranic Kalpanika introduction. The entire thing is Kalpana, right? Damayanti Nala. So the Kavi has literally followed Purana's directive into how the world is divided into these continents, roughly you can say.
Earlier it was only Gauda. That's why when the Gauda Desh came, it just struck me. The whole thing was called Gauda something, and then it broke up into continents.
Oh, no, that is different. Gonda, that is different. I don't think that comes from Indian mythology, that word Gonda. That is something else. That is some other geological things that the modern scientists use. Okay. So anyway, so interesting. Anyway, that Gauda Dvipa is not there above. So we don't know. But Gaudiya, Gauda Paddhati, there is actually a region with a style of Sanskrit, and that is there in Kavya Prapancha also. Okay.
Could be Bengal, sir?
Bengal
No,
also, I
Bengal
thought,
is
sir.
Vanga Desha,
Okay.
not Gauda Desha. Okay. Thanks, Bhagini.
Thank you, sir.
So now, Usha Power Varya, you can take forward for some more time.
महोदय सा प्रत्येकं यद्यपि अनेकवारं समादरेण वीक्षितवती तथापि तेषु भेदं ज्ञातुम् अशक्ता एव अभवत्.
So Samadarena with lot of in focus, Adara Bhava in the sense of attention. So though she carefully looked at them many times, she really became difficult for her to distinguish the variation between them. Okay.
ततः सा भक्तिभावेन देवान् प्रार्थयामास. हे देवाः मम मनः नलमहाराजे एव लग्नम्. अतः तमेव वरयितुम् इच्छामि.
So she kind of figures out these are some devas. So because she knows now earlier they would have sent the aides to try and influence her. So she knows they are also around. So hey, you all, I mean, by Saraswati's description, she could make out as much there are some devas. So look, I really want Nala. I would like to only choose him.
एतेषु कः वा नलमहाराजः इति ज्ञातुं मां यूयम् अनुगृह्णीत इति.
So she is literally asking them, give me the boon by which, anugraha by which I will figure out who is Nala. Okay, so she is playing their own card back to them. I mean, basically they are supposed to give the boons, right? If the prayer is proper. So interesting. Read some more, Bhagini.
दमयन्त्याः अनन्यप्रीतिं वीक्ष्य सर्वे देवाः सन्तुष्टाः अभवन्.
So they finally, I think, okay, well, please, all right, we are not going to get this girl.
ते वरेण तम् अनुगृहीतवन्तः.
So they
तदा
relented and gave that boon that she was requesting, that she is able to distinguish.
तदा देवानाम् आशीषा सरस्वत्याः क्लिष्टकरं वर्णनमपि दयमन्त्या
I
ज्ञातम्.
think that's a edit error. Okay, Damayantya. Sorry, that's there is no Dayamant. Damayantya Jnatam. That's a text error. So by the Vara or the Ashirvada of the Devas, of the Vara, okay, of the boon, and so with that boon, suddenly she is able to now understand Saraswati's description better. Maybe it's like, after we study a lot, we can understand one or two verses of Kalidasa. Like that, she suddenly got the, expertise in the linguistic skills to be able to distinguish Saraswati's description and identify, okay, this was Agni, this was Varuna, like that. And oh, no, this is Nala. Like that, she's able to make out. Okay, very good.
उपस्थितेषु अयम् एव नलः इति नलमहाराजं सा अभिज्ञातवती.
So this is Nala, she made out.
महता सम्भ्रमेण सा रोमाञ्चैः सह वर्णमालां नलमहाराजस्य कण्ठे संयोजयामास.
So she placed it around his neck.
सर्वे अपि नितान्तं सन्तुष्टाः अभवन्.
Okay, it didn't happen like during other Swayamvaras. War will break out after this. Looks like here that didn't happen. If you remember during Draupadi's Swayamvara and some other Swayamvaras.
Indumati Aja.
Draupadi's I remember specifically because Karna and all took enormous objection to it, but I don't think a war ensued. Yeah.
And even in Mahabharata, sir, Bhishma, Amba, Ambalika.
Ambalika.
Ananya, what is the exact meaning of that? Ananya,
because one without another. Where is Ananya?
Ananya Preeti.
Ananya Preeti. Ananya Preetihi ityukte eke eva tasyaha Preetihi vartate iti. Ananya Preetihi, without anybody else sharing that affection.
Okay, because Shiva had given a boon to Parvati, na Ananya Bhajam something, Pati Bhajam or something. Ananya Pati ऐसे कुछ.
Ananya Bhajam Patim Apnuhi.
Apnuhi. That means you get a husband who solely is interested only in you and not in having other wives.
Oh,
that sense.
Okay.
Is it Nai Tat Purusha Ananya Na Anya?
Correct. Nai. Na Anyaha Ananyaha. Athava na Anya Ananya, whatever. Thanks, Bhagini. Well read. Very clean reading. Anjana, sorry, I don't think she raised her hand. I made a mistake. Mulki Ramdas Prabhu Arya, you didn't unmute earlier when I called you. You are unmuted now. Continue reading from Dikpalaha Arya.
Dikpalaha Damayantim Uddishya Santvana Vachanani Abruvan.
So, looks like because anyway, finally they decided to relent, and looks like they're also consoling her, for all the trouble they gave her, I guess.
Damayanti Nala Maharajam Pritapati iti Anye Rajanaha Kurdaha Abhavan.
Okay, some war ensuing. I spoke too early. So the other kings, other than these devas, they became angry.
Dikpaleshu Agnihi Atmanam na Prakatayamasa.
So somehow fire or Agni, god of fire, he did not show himself up.
Saha Lajja Piditaha Abhavat.
So because he was, actually showing ungodly characteristics of becoming ashamed. Okay.
ततः सरस्वती स्वीयरूपं धृतवती.
So at that time, Saraswati also switched out from being that Balika doing the Gotra Kathana to actual Saraswati Rupini.
इन्द्रः नलदमयन्त्योः आशीषम् उक्तवान्.
Indra, one who is always in the queue. he also ended up giving Ashirvada to the couple, Nala and Damayanti.
सरस्वती नल महाराजाय चिंतामणि मंत्र प्रदत्तवती.
What did Saraswati give a boon as? Chintamani mantra. So interesting, must be very powerful mantra. So she gave the boon of that specific mantra knowledge to the king Nala.
देवलोकात् पुष्पवृष्टि अभवत्.
Okay, this is always there, no? All the demigods start flowering, pouring flowers. It's like helicopter drop of flowers happened.
इंद्रादयः देवाः स्वर्गं प्रति प्रस्थिताः.
So they all went away along with Indra, the others. See, this kind of thing is lame when we read Saha Lajja Pidita Bhavat Agni, but in Kavi's hand there will be a wonderful Varnana. So that's where you can enjoy it. Here you can, the story is low key at this point. The Kavyatva is what we have to seek.
अन्ये च नृपाः अपि स्वनगराणि अगच्छन्.
So they all went back. Looks like Kruddha Bhavan, but Yuddha na bhavat iti manye katamapi.
स्वयंवर विधिः वैभवेन समाप्तः अभवत्.
So the wedding happened. So the all ends happy, whatever that thing happened here. No drama in the end. Okay. So thanks, Varya. Well read. So there are some questions. Okay.
Sir,
So
उसके पहले I just want to say something. This Agni जो है, he was the same one who had entered the Shiv Parvathi's chamber and he had got a sharp from Parvati. So maybe he's doing it a second time. I think so. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
That's a different story.
No. I'm talking why he's Lajja Pidit, because he's done the same thing again.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll be nice to go back to original Naishadari Chaitanya and understand this episode better. His Lajja Bhava. And actually, even in Kathasarit Sagara origin, there is the same problem, right? Somebody enters his inner sanctum when he is along with Parvati and
He comes. Na? Agni was sent actually for it.
That's not Agni. That is one of the Shiva Ganas.
No, it was Agni
There.
was sent.
Not Kathasarit Sagara origin. That fellow is a Shiva Gana.
Okay. There. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a kind of similar episodic details are there in multiple stories. Interestingly, that is so. Everybody is interested in the secret sayings of husbands and wives. I don't know why, but finally it turns out to be something nice, like a story which we also get told. So I don't have a problem as long as their privacy is not violated. Okay, so we have some questions. So, Mrs. Mehta ji, you can take this. Bhulokam gaccha iti kaha kam avadat?
I think Vishnu Saraswatim avadat.
Bhulokam gaccha iti Vishnu Saraswatim avadat. The question is very leading. Kam is also there, Strilinga.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sri Lakshmi, I have totally made a mistake here. I'll have to edit my text. Here only it's staring. Saraswati. So I don't know why I chose Lakshmi. So he didn't send Lakshmi, he sent Saraswati because knowledge was needed over there,
and
not money.
Bharya also, Bharya.
At least I am correct in saying she was Bharya. Saraswati was not. But anyway, all right. Saraswati is supposed to be some kind of Manasa Putri or something like that. I ignore my answer. So you see, don't lose marks like me. Okay? That's why I wrote an incorrect answer. Without thinking, we'll write like this, like me. So, Subramanya Kumar, next question.
के नलवेशं धृतवन्तः दिक्पालाः नलवेशं धृतवन्तः.
You can say the list nicely.
दिक्पालाः अग्नि यमः वरुणः अग्नि ते
Agnihi.
अग्निः ते नलवेषं धृतवन्तः.
That's also,
Indra also. Indra
so
also.
Dikpalaha,
Indradaya,
Agnihi,
Dikpalaha.
Kamayamaha.
Mahendradayaho Dikpal.
Oh, okay, now I know Mondalvarya is having the name Galaxy Tab 8. Oh, please rename yourself, sir. First time you spoke, so I could ID. Because many times I have called you by Galaxy Tab 8 and you didn't respond. You have to name yourself correctly there. Okay. Don't worry now. Don't worry now.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, my name is shown as Sudhir Mandal while I am going to start.
No, but somehow it is coming as Galaxy Tab 8. Something happened along the way. There is a way for you to verify your ID name there and change it. Don't worry now. Don't worry. We are coming to end of the series. What is the problem? It's okay.
Sir, I am seeing Sudhir Mandal, sir, while I am starting.
I am seeing Galaxy Tab 8, sir. I don't know why. Don't worry. Software error, I think. So you take this third question, sir, since you are unmuted. Read the question and you give us the answer, sir.
Sir, 3.
Number 3.
Saraswatyaha Klishtokaram Varnam Damayantaha Katham Avagatam.
Here, no, she prays to the gods and gets a boon from them. So you have to say, in place of Katham, you have to say, due to their anugraha, something like that in Samskrita.
Devanam anugrahena.
That's all. Okay. Saraswatyaha klistakaram varnanam damayantya devanam anugrahena avagatam. That's all is needed. You can go more and more, but the minimum for replacement for katam is devanam anugrahena. That's all. Okay. Saraswatyaha vividanam dikpalakanam klistakaram varnanam nalavarnanam eva idam itivat damayantya shrutam. That all waste of time. Ante tesham varanugrahena sa devanam varanugrahena sa saraswatyaha varnanam samyak jnatva nalakaha iti jnatavati. This is like a text copy from there. You better focus on saying devanam anugrahena avagatam. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Number 4, Seema Varye, Dr. Seema Hardika.
Yes. Saraswati Nalaya Kim Dattavati.
No, number 4.
Okay. Anne Rajanah Kimartham Kruddhaha. Damayanti Nala Maharajam Vrutavati iti Anne Rajanah Kruddha Abhavat.
Ataha te Kruddhaha Abhavan. Very nice. Simple. Damayanti Nala Maharajam Vrutavati iti Anye Rajanah Kruddhaha Abhavan. Natu Sveshu Ekam. Iti. Sveshu Ekam iti one amongst them.
She had to choose somebody, na? So you cannot write the answer as Anusuya out of jealousy or something.
You can extend a little bit.
No, that's exactly the thing.
Asuyaya Kruddhaha Bhavan. You can add that additionally. Damayanti Nalamaharajam Vrutavati iti Asuya Bhavena Rajanah Kruddhaha Bhavan. Like that you can write. Yes, nice. It's little more kavitva.
Mahodaya, in here Damayanti Nalamarajam Vritavati Ataha Anye Rajanah Kruddhaha Bhavan.
Break it like that. No problem. You don't need to try to string it into one big large sentence. So way you said Damayanti Nalamaharajam Vrutavati full stop. Ataha Anye Rajanah Kruddhaha Bhavan. Asuyaya you can add if you wish, like Bhagini said.
But iti is that correct? Iti,
nothing wrong. You can string like that. Damayanti Nalamaharajam Vrutavati iti Anye Rajanah Kruddhaha Bhavan. In all bhasha this is there, no? This style, Indian bhasha at least. Damayantiyu Nalamaharajanannu varisidalu endu, like that, endu visaya ippadi, like that, something in Tamil, like that.
Yendru in Tamil, sir.
Yendru, not ippadi. My Tamil is very, what you call, corrupt, Bhagini. Thanks for correcting. Yendru. Number 5. Lakshmi Krishna.
Yes. Number 5. Saraswati Nalaya Kim Dattavati? Saraswati Nalaya Nalaya Chintamani Mantram.
दत्तवती.
Chintamani Mantram Dattavati.
चिंतामणि मंत्रम प्रदत्तवती, दत्तवती, इट्स ओके. बोधितवती, like that. These are all fine. Okay.
Dattavati is correct, no, sir?
Dattavati is enough. That is what is there in the question. No need to discover anything new. Stick to Dattavati. Okay. And then I have done some masala as usual. I do unnecessary addition. Saraswati Sviya Rupam Drutva. Not needed.
Sviya Rupam Drutva.
Not needed, not needed. You are enough to just replace Kim with Chintamani Mantram and finish off. Change the question mark to full stop and you're in business. Okay, so that's completion of that section. Thank you. So let us get started with the next section because there is too much to study and Kala Alpascha Vignaha Bhava Sarabhutam Patitva Parikshayam Pravesham Prapnuma iti asmakam kavitva. Okay, Shlokeshu Anvaya Kramaha. Tasmin Kshane Palayutu. So we are reading, of course, Kumbhodara episode with Dileepa at this point. So that's very well clear in this segment. Tasmin Kshane Yatha Yada Dileepaha Swadeham Arpitavan Simhaya. Tasmin Kshane. So this one is Kavi's word. So let me just read it like a verse. Tasmin Kshane Palayutu Prajanamut Pashyatah Simha Nipatamugram Avangmukhasyoपरि pushpavrishtih papata vidyadharahastamukta. Beautiful verse. I wonder what vritti it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Interesting. 15 plus 8.
I think only 14 in second.
14 plus 14, maybe Vasanta Tilaka.
Second one is 14, I guess.
1, 2, 3. See, Wang is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. What is this? All kinds of counts are coming out. 11 times 4. So it is Indra Vajra, Upendra Vajra somewhere there, I think. 11. Anyway, that is the analysis you guys have to do in the exam. Upajati, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Bhagini has used that software quickly.
No, sir, I use my brain.
Oh, sorry, Bhagini. How can I be so harsh? I'm sorry, Mehta. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So at that moment, Tasmin Eva Kshane. I mean, at the moment that, Deepa was expecting expecting the nakha of the Simha to come and crash his throat or maybe even his mouth. Okay. So, Tasmin Kshane Palayituhu Prajanam Utpashyatah Simha Nipatam Ugram. So, Simhasya Ugram Nipatam Utpashyatah Palayituhu Ushpatyatah Tasmin Kshane. So, at the time at which when the king of people, when he was looking forward to the fierce attack of the lion at the time, okay, Avangmukasya upari. So this is Sati Saptami type of, you can say a little bit, or Adhikarana Saptami also you can take. Avangmukasya upari pushpavrishtihi papata Kaihi muktaha mukta pushpavrishtihi ekavachana strilinga. So Vidyadhara hasta mukta pushpavrishtihi. So Vidyadharas are demigods. Okay. And the flowers which are released, the pushpavrishti, the rain of flowers released from the hands of Vidyadharas fell on upon the king who was with the bowed down face. Avangmukasya upari. Avangmukasya palayutuhu Dilipasya upari. So this is Adhikaran. There is no Sati Saptami. This is Shashti here. Okay. So Tasmin Kshane Adhikarana is finished there at that moment. Temporal Adhikarana. Okay. Simhanipatam utpashyatah palayituhu prajanam palayitu. Prajanam goes behind palayitu. Prajanam palayituhu avangmukasya dilipasya upari dvidyadarahasta mukta pushpavrishtihi papata. That's what they have here, more or less. See, tasmin kshane ugram simhanipatam utpashyatah kama avangmukasya kama prajanam palayituhu. You don't need kama because that's the end of the list. Upari. Okay. Vidyadarahasta mukta pushpavrishtihi papata. Litlakara. Fell. Okay. Very nice. Simple Sanskrit. For once, I don't think Kalidasa has given us much trouble with too much of upamana, upameya, nothing. One of his exception verses where he is just focused on story movement. Okay. So you guys can do Padavibhaga. It's easy enough here. Avangmukasya upari gunasandhi. Prajanam utpashyatah is smyuktakshara. There is no sandhi. This one is a beautiful Bahuvrihi. Vidyadara hasta mukta pushpavrishtihi. So this, what is the mukta? The pushpavrishti is the mukta varstu. So anyapada pradhana. Vidyadharanam hastaha. Vidyadara hastaha. Athva hastaha if you want to pluralize. Vidyadara hastaihi mukta. Actually, it's not a Bahurihi. Mukta is a complete anga of the angi of the Pushpavrishti. Okay, so there is actually a Tritiya Tatpurusha only. Vidyadara hastaihi mukta. Mukta is Visheshana to Pushpavrishti. That's all. There is no, it's not a part, I think. That she who was released is Mukta. So it is already the entire Pushpavrishti embodied in the Mukta Shabda. That's why it cannot be a Buhurihi. We will see ahead whether we have made a judgment error. We will see the book what it says. Okay. What is this? Hand showing.
Sir,
okay.
Question, please. Sir, now am I possible to see Sudhir Mondal or others, sir?
Now I can see Sudhir Chandra Mondal. Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
You learned it. I hope you, in the process of changing your name, you didn't end up listening to the class. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hear the recording again if you missed something. So that's what. So English you guys read. Tatparyam. Yada simhasya akramanam nirikshya Raja Dilipaha avangmukah bhutva stitaha asit. Tada tasya shirasaha upari Vidyadaraha pushpavrishtim amunchan. So they have taken, simplified it somewhat. So when the Dilipa was bowed down expecting the attack of the lion, that time upon his head, there it doesn't say head, avang mukasya upari, they have taken mukha shabda out of it and say mukasya upari, but avang mukaha is the Dilipa. Okay, so here there is a bahuvrihi. Avang mukaha iti Dilipaha iti. Tra avang iti
Go down.
No. Artha is clear. What kind of form it is the thing. Is it samasta there or is it some kind of prefix? Need to see. Sumukaha, durmukaha, avang mukaha, like that. It's like a upasarga sthane asti va iti. Samastam na syat.
Mukam yasya saha, sir.
But avang, how to say in that vigraha, I'm thinking. So avahitam mukham yasya saha avang mukaha, something like that we have to say. Because there is no avang shabd that can be taken out like that, just like that. We have to see.
They have given us avak.
Avak. Oh, okay. All right. So Anvaya Rachana. Papata. That is the Kriyapada, right? For the whole thing. So papata, patitam, abhavat. Kriyapadam. Ka papata, pushpavrishtihi papata. Kidrishi pushpavrishtihi, vidyadara hastamukta pushpavrishtihi. Kutra papata, upari papata. Kasya upari, palayituhu upari. And they have taken one by one the Visheshanas of Dilipa. Ka sam palayituhu, prajana. That is the Shashti of the palayituhu. Prajanam palayituhu. So that is not a separate shashti related to other actions. It is related to palayitu. That's why it's even close. Okay. Palayituhu prajanam. Right there, it's closely placed by Kalidasa. Okay. So kasam palayituhu finished. Punaha kasya avangmukasya. Punaha kidrishasya utpashyataha. Looking forward. Utpashyata doesn't mean he lifted his face and looked forward. It's simply in his mind he is looking forward to the attack of the lion. I mean, without any regret. He has already offered his body. He knows the body is not him, etc., etc. All that Vedic philosophy is embedded in him. Punaha kidrishasya utpashyataha. Kam utpashyataha simhanipatam. See, simhanipatam, attack of the lion. Kidrisham simhanipatam, ugram. Ugram simhanipatam. So Visheshana for Simhanipata. Kada papata kshane. Okay. Kidrishe kshane tasmin, and tasmin here is purvokta sangatehe anantaram. Iti varnanam. After the previous episode of him bending his head and offering his body, etc. Okay.
Utpashyata is expected or what?
Huh? Utpashyataha is anticipating, yes, looking forward. See how we use the same phrase in English, looking forward. Looking forward doesn't mean he opened his face and looked forward, right? That's
it's just
the
a
style.
way of saying.
It's a way of saying. Same
Dramatic.
style is in Utpashyataha. Okay. So now I have a colorful wheel showing the relationships nicely from this. This makes it a little more easier than this kind of opening. Same thing, what is there in Anvaya Rachana in the Prashna Uttara style, I have opened it in a kind of modern flowchart level. So what is central? Papata, lit lakare, 1.1, Pratama Purusha Ekavachane, Kriyapadamasti, Pradhana. I mean, this is the main focus of the entire sentence. Then Pushpa Vrishti, Ka was the question, right? You see, I'm ticking here. So Ka Papata, Visheshyam, Pushpa Vrishtihi Papata. Okay, why it is Visheshyam here? Because some Visheshanas will come. It is becoming Visheshya only because of the Visheshanas. Otherwise, it is not a Visheshya. Okay, so this is the Karta of the Papata. Okay, so the Kartrupada. So this is in Pratama Vibhakti. Strilinga asti parantu Pratama Vibhakto. Pushpa Vrishtihi Papata. So that is the working element. That's what was brought out first. See, Kriya Karta. That's the style. Next, what is brought out? Kidrishi Pushpavrishti, Visheshanam. Vidyadara Hastamukta Pushpavrishti, Visheshanam. Okay, that's what next one they brought out. Okay, Kutra Papata. So we go to a different element now related to Papata. So Upari, Dilipasya is implicit, Dilipasya Upari is implicit, and this is Adhikarana. This is in Avyaya, but in Adhikarana style. That means it is in Saptami Sthana, but it is in Avyaya. 0.z. Desha. So Deshadhikarana, not a Kaladhikarana. Kaladhikarana comes in Kshane. Okay. Okay. All right. That Kaladhikarana is for the entire episode, and this Deshadhikarana is for the Pushpa Vrishti. So Kutra Papata, Upari Papata. That's what Kutra Adhikarana. Answer is in Avyaya Upari. Okay. All right. But it is a Saptamyartaka Avyaya. Next, related to that Shashti relationship. Okay, so this is Adhikari and this is Adhigatam. Palayituhu Upari. This fellow's on top of this protector, on top of the protector. Okay, so that's what. So this one is Kesham Palayituhu. Next will come Kasam, sorry, Praja is Strilinga. So Kasam Palayituhu, that is going behind that. Prajanam Palayituhu, Kasam question. See, everywhere the question word has been thrown in. Okay, Adhikari, Adhigatam. So this is they are the Adhikari or the owners of this Palayitru, and he is Palayita. Again, Rikaranta Palayitru Shabda. Like very much like Pitru, Bratru, like that Palayitru Shabda. Okay, Trich Pratyaya, something like that is there. Generate.
Kartru.
Huh?
Kartru Shabda.
Kartru Shabda is similar, correct? Kartru is also similar. Palayitru, Trich Pratyaya, I think, generates that. Okay, so all right. So then next is Punahakasya. Okay, so the another relation to Dilipa. Okay, so avangmukasya upari. Okay, you can only go to this. So that's why in bracket I have put Dilipasya here to concentrate all of them. Okay, so avangmukasya Dilipasya upari. So Visheshanam to Dilipa. Visheshyam. Why did I put Visheshyam here? Oh, okay. Further Kidrishasya avangmukasya. Utpashyata avangmukasya, like that you can take. But you can also take utpashyatah dilipasya also. Okay, but I have gone through like that, no harm. You can go through like utpashyatah avangmukasya dilipasya, because his avangmukata is due to the anticipation of the strike. Okay, in a submissive mode. So I have taken that, but no harm if you take utpashyatah dilipasya directly also. Okay, because finally is punah kasya avangmukasya and punah kidrishasya. Again, Tatra the palayituhu is the core word over there. Okay. In fact, the actual subject Dilipa is absent. It's inferred from all these Visheshanas. That's why I put it over here, Dilipasya. Okay, then kam uspashyataha. So this is a Shatranta, right? Shatranta in Shashti. Utpashyan goes to Utpashyataha in Shashti Ekavachana. Who is Utpashyan fella? What he is actually so what is the karma of this anticipation? What is his karma of his looking forward to? Okay, that is the simha nipatam. Karma of this shatranta kriya is, so this is a upakriya and its karma is this guy, simha nipatam karma. Okay, simha nipatam doesn't relate to papata, it relates to the drish dhatu inside utpashyatah. Okay, so that's what. So this itself is now again having a ugram visheshana. So it becomes a visheshya and ugram goes behind it. Ugram simhanipatam. So okay, so you can construct flows now. Ugram simhanipatam utpashyatah avamukasya upari pushpavrishtihi papata, and then you can string in palayitu prajanam palayituhu upari, somewhere there kama, like that. And then Pushpavrishtihi, you stack behind that Vidyatara hasta mukta Pushpavrishtihi papata. So this is the flow chart of the sentence. So this is very important. They have opened it like this with questions, but mentally you have to have this flow chart coming in your head. Because you see there is a karma pada here, and that karma pada doesn't belong to the pradhana kriya, it belongs to the upakriya. Okay, that's why it's critical to know the grammar accurately. Okay, with that, I think okay. The Kaladhikarana we had forgotten. Kada. So the Kutra was answered with Upari. Kada is answered with Kshane. Adhikaranam. Saptami ekavachane Kalaha ityasya Kshane Kalaha iti atyasmin arte Kshanaha iti Kshane iti saptamyam. Tasya Kidrishe Kshane. Here. Kidrishaha is the Pullinga. So Kidrishe saptami. Kidrishe Kshane. Tasmin, and here the actually Tasmin is very niguda. It is, it is linked to the previous Sangati word at that moment. That is explained with the entire story we read so far. Okay, so it is finally it's a Visheshana to Kshane. Nothing else. Somebody is giving me WhatsApp call. Okay, must be my mistake. One of the students only. Okay. All right, I don't have time to answer calls, sorry. So then there is Padavivarana in the textbook. Okay, you guys go through that. Nothing too much I can add there, more or less you understood, but I think Samasa we will focus. So Simhasya Nipataha, Simha Nipataha. So the attack of the lion, and Tam Simha Nipatam is placing it in the karma position. Simha Nipatam Utpashyataha, that's where it was linked, right? Simha Nipatam Utpashyataha, correct. Okay, then Pushpanam Vrishtihi, Pushpa Vrishtihi, Shashti Tat Purusha again. Okay, Vidyadaranam Hastaha, they have pluralized. Vidyadaranam Hastaha, Shashti Tat Purusha. Vidyadara Hastebhyaha Mukta. Okay, from them, plural. Hastat, okay, but Hastebhyaha in plural. Okay. Ramat Ramabhyam Ramebhyah. Very easy. Remember Rama, you will get it. Vidyadhara Hastebhyah Mukta. So this one is Panchami, source of the Mukti. Then Avak Mukham. So this is the word. Avang, Avak. There is actually a pada like that, though it's not so easily familiar to us. So Avak or Avang with the Parasavarna. So the kakara changes to Varga Panchamanga due to makara, which is a mrudu anunasika. Because there is a anunasika varna, this also becomes anunasika due to parasavarnatva. So avang mukha, avang avak mukham yasya saha. So one whose face was bowed down, whosoever's face is like that, he is avang mukha. So this avang mukha is bahuvrihi. But they have not, if you see, mukta is not been taken to a bahuvrihi relationship. It stands alone. It's a complete angi. The pushpavrishti is mukta. So there is no anga. Okay. So vidyadhara hastebhya mukta, mukstadhara hasta mukta. Panchami tatpurusha. Finish. No bahuvrihi. Initially, I did a wrong analysis, corrected myself, and looks like I was correct in thinking the way. Finally, the analysis proves that. Okay. All right. So if you give a moment, you will get the sense. And remember that Angi Anga Bhava. That's very critical. Takes a while to get into that philosophy of what is Anga and what is Angi. What is a part and what is a whole. Okay. If once you get it, you will get your Bahuvrihi very nicely. So we will call it a day now.
One moment, sir. Vak is a word, no? So
No.
Silent.
Don't. See, just because a piece of it sounds like something else doesn't mean. Avak is simply, it's a kind of, maybe it's an avyaya shabda for down. Adho mukha, avak mukha, they are all similar.
Okay.
Adha is not a avyaya, but I'm saying, yeah.
Kshamita Mahoday, what is Avangmaya? I have also heard this word.
Vangmaya I have heard. Avangmaya I have not heard.
Yeah.
Vangmaya.
I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused. Okay.
Avangmaya is a silent place.
I know. Sorry.
Nai Satpurusha Vang. Vak Shabda. This Avak is not Nai of Vak. Like Bhagini was thinking. This is a separate, I believe it's an avyaya. We need to look up. It'll be nice if that is explained also. Anyway, so we will take up tomorrow. Hopefully, tomorrow morning session, we will be able to close out the 9th lesson. I'm praying so. I'll rush through it, whatever. And then we will see. Afternoon, we can get started with 10th. Even if partly in the afternoon session. Then next weekend also we will need to hopefully close out the 10th and maybe have a very quick glance at a recent question paper of a couple of years ago. So that you guys have a little bit of anticipation of how the question paper looks. Many of you would have seen. I'll also share a database of some question papers, etc. and other things collected by one Bhagini of our Samskrita Bharati group called Nivedita Bhagini. She has done a lot of whenever she studied, she was very diligent in collecting all the information and archiving it for future students. So thankful to her. I will share that drive link with you guys. If I have not done so already, I'll share that. Flamingo. You're right. Sridevi Varye long ago was alerting that is a flamingo. Thanks, Bhagini. Yeah.
Vak is also vakra or what?
Huh?
Vakra. It's like bent.
No. Vakra is different from Vak. Vakra Vak, you can make a samastha like that. Bent talk.
Sir, I am also having some question paper. I will share it with you.
You can share it, and if I will send that along when I send Nivedita's link also. Yes, thanks for you. Okay, all right. So we will catch up with you tomorrow, Sunday. Tomorrow, Sunday morning, 11 o'clock.
11, okay. Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Dhanyawada.
Dhanyawad.
Namaste.